Well, hey, friends. Hey. Did you know that I went from the death of my mom and a divorce on the same day while dealing with homelessness? I had dropped out of college, my corporate job had downsized, and I decided that I had enough. I took my destiny into my own hands. I committed the last 7 years to the life coaching industry. I became an internationally recognized certified life coach. I dedicated myself to designing a coaching curriculum that now certifies life coaches around the world, all online in one day. I have successfully trained, certified, led, taught, and still do 120 coaches around the world, as far as Africa, Malaysia, Austria, Australia, the Cayman Islands, Vietnam, and so many more places, and of course, the northern United States. So, I'm here today to continue that educational piece because as a coach, I love helping coaches confidently convert conversations to clients, cash, checks, and credit cards. And I do that through education, through empowerment, through engagement, and of course, little entertainment for entrepreneurs. And I get to show up with you Tuesdays at 12, late night lives, sporadic lives on my page. And you join me because you want to know answers to questions like, is the life coaching industry saturated? This is one of my least favorite questions. When I say least favorite, that's exactly what I mean. So, when people ask me or I hear the question asked to other leaders in the coaching arena, is life coaching saturated? I believe that you're coming from a place of lack or not enough. Now, I've heard this broken down in a similar term, and I said, let me add my own little stank on it, right? So when you come into the life coaching industry thinking, oh, there's not enough, where do I fit? There's so much competition. It's too many coaches. Everybody's a coach. Oh, Lord, here's another coach. Then you put yourself in the place of a poverty mindset. And if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know how I feel about having a poverty mindset. We have to bring ourselves out of that. Number one, we do that by not, don't worry about what other people are doing. That is not your business, okay? But really, if you focused on you and why God has called you to become a coach, why you felt in your heart that God has led you to the life coaching industry, why you believe that you have something so spectacular to add as a coach, you don't worry about competition. You don't worry about an industry being saturated. You just find your place and you stay in your lane. And that's tough love from Coach AJ. Y'all know how I am. I tell you like your TI is, okay? So, when people say is life coaching saturated, not only are you coming from a place of poverty, but you also need to realize that regardless of how many coaches there are out there, by the way, it's over 53,000 documented life coaches, meaning, people who have been certified or have a piece of paper on file somewhere. And I don't know where else they get these numbers from, but this is what I'm assuming how they're calculating how many coaches it is in the world. But regardless of how many coaches there are, do you realize that majority of those coaches are not actively coaching? Did you know that? It's kind of sad. We can't, be down about it. We can't beat up the coaches and say, get to work. We need you. Only thing you can do if you're not a certified life coach at this moment is get certified. Do what you know God has called you to do. Again, take your eyes off of other people, what they're doing. Put your blinders on and get to work, meaning get certified, start reading books, attending online events and retreats and masterminds and seminars and conferences and summits and panels, watching podcasts or listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, etc., etc., etc. Because there's so much information out there. Over at the lifecoachquiz.com, I even have a free gift and resource for you. Again, the lifecoachquiz.com. Hey, Coach Sia, how are you? So the lifecoachquiz.com brings you into my world. Sia is one of our certified life coaches. And I pride myself on always offering information that is going to bless the next generation of coaches, okay? And I say the next generation because I got certified over 7 years ago. So I'm pretty much a vet in this thing now, but I love sharing what I know, especially in a way that's going to help other people. And so, what I encourage you to do is number one, get out of worrying about if the life coaching industry is saturated. That is not your business. Get certified and start bringing what you have to offer to the table because, again, you know God has called you and spoke to your heart to help make a change in the world, and you believe in what you can do as a coach. If we had more people believe in themselves as coaches, enough to invest in themselves, to get trained, certified, become skilled, learn how to get results as a coach, then you'll know where you fit and why saturation or competition does not apply to you, because the life coaching industry needs your style, your take on coaching, because out of all the 50 plus thousand coaches who have been documented as certified life coaches or just coaches in the industry, maybe they're just claiming themselves as a coach, most of them are not working as life coaches. They're not actively taking on clients or making money, etc. So when you look at it like that, just because someone calls themselves a coach does not mean they have paying clients. It does not mean they have paying programs. It does not mean they're getting paid to speak. It does not mean they have a book. It does not mean they can take your place and do what you do as a coach. So you can't get caught up in what other people are doing because you're now taking your eyes off the prize. And again, that ain't your business what other people are doing. So you don't have to worry about the life coaching industry being saturated. You don't have to worry about competition because, again, how do you know there's competition if you're working? You only know there's competition if you're looking for competition. If you're seeing what everyone else is doing, then you're saying, oh, it's so saturated. There's another coach. Everybody's calling themselves a coach. I can't be this type of coach because she's this type of coach. He's this type of coach. There will always be a need for coaches. I need you to quote that and tag me in it on your page. Share this video, by the way, if you know of a coaching friend who needs to hear this. If they always say, oh, everybody's a coach, life coaching is saturated, there's so much competition, tell them Coach AJ got something for them. Tag them in the comments below. Share this video on your page. They don't even have to watch me today. They can just listen to the sound of my soothing voice, cuss them out without using cuss words, saying, girl, get to work as a coach. So because competition ain't your business, life coaching being saturated ain't your business, being a poverty mindset ain't your business, come from that place of lack. Get out of that, because someone will always be looking for the type of coach that you are becoming. But you got to start becoming that coach, like First Lady Obama. Becoming. It's about becoming a life coach. Because for every 60 seconds that you're watching other people coach, that you're watching your competition coach, that you're worried about life coaching being saturated, multiply that by 3. And that's how much time you are wasting on your calling as a coach. I credit my mom for that. She used to always say, whatever you do to someone, multiply it times 3, and that's how bad it's coming back on you. Do that the same way as a coach. And I'm going to leave you with that. Someone will always be in need of the type of coach that you are becoming. They're looking for you. There will always be a need for coaches, especially during today's economy. If you're not focused on competition, you wouldn't know that there's competition. And if you were just spending the last 60 seconds getting certified, getting educated, knowing that there's a need for your style and your take on the life coaching industry, you will become one of those working coaches that we need. We need active coaches. So again, life coaching being saturated is not your business, okay? So for every 60 seconds that you're watching other people, you're listening to other people, you're reading other people's information, you're on their email list, getting their free information, going to their events, but you're not doing anything with it because you're concerned about saturation and competition, multiply every 60 seconds by 3, and that's how much time you are wasting that you could be helping someone change their life. Thank you guys for joining me. Hey, replay viewers. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments below. I'll come back and engage with you. I'm tired today, but I had a message directly for you. So hopefully something that I have shared blesses your heart today and motivates you to take the next step. You can take the next step with me over at thelifecoachquiz.com. It's a 60-second quiz where you can just select what resonates with your heart. Be sure to put your email address in there so that I can communicate with you. I just sent out an email to that same list of people who say they want to become life coaches. We gonna see what you do with those 60 seconds. So meet me over at thelifecoachquiz.com. Set your notifications to follow me so that you know when I go live. I usually do Tuesdays at 12 for the last few weeks. And if you're listening to this video anywhere else, join me over at facebook.com/ either Messaging Magic or Master Life Coach Trainer. Okay. I can't remember which one I got now for my Facebook handle, but that's where this video is coming from, a live Facebook audio. And until we meet again, my friends, remember, there is someone somewhere. They are waiting on you, coach, to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your light shine, you give others permission to do the same. When you impact one life as a coach, you impact generations. It's time to get to impacting. You ready? Meet me over at thelifecoachquiz.com and I'll see you soon. Have a phenomenal day. God bless. Bye, friends.